it was very close-ups, very...
Yeah, well, we got hurt more so in preparation and training because, you know, you get a script of punches where, you know, 20 pages where it says left, right, 3 jabs, left hook, left uppercut, and it just keeps going for page after page. You have to memorize everything.
Yeah.
So obviously when you're moving fast and if you don't remember, you can get hit because you duck the wrong way or something. So we did get hit quite a bit in the beginning, but then during the fighting, it's more like where, you know, you have to go hard to the body because that you can't fake.
Right.
To the head, you fake most of it, except when you're doing these slow-mo shots of, you know, getting punched with a high speed, 120 frames. What we do at the end of the day, you just kind of line it up, and you just kind of, you know, get one shot and take an aspirin and go home.
Oh.
So that's where you get the sweat flying.
Yeah. You did also Universal Soldier afterwards.
Yeah.
And you starred together with Jean-Claude Van Damme as the title roles.
Yes.
And you had very good acting roles there. It's a very good movie. It has done very good rewards. At this point, when you're doing all this fighting and action, did you ever feel that you need to tone down your physique and to do more emotional roles to change from that action hero or, you know, figure to something more softer or dramatic?
More romantic?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I mean, yeah, I always feel that, and it's obviously, you know, it's a balance you have to strike in this business because it is called show business.
Yeah.
So it's about making money, and it's if you want to sell something to make money, if you're a producer, you rather sell something that you know is going to make money. So if you have a good physique and you already made money on that person's physique, that's what those kind of movies you're going to get. So I've been doing a lot of movies, physical movies, but lately when I started directing is when I've sort of branched off a little bit and tried to do a little, have more fun maybe with the characters and the story and some comedy and so forth. But not just with my character, but with a lot of characters, because as a director, you know, it's your movie, everything is yours, really.
Yeah, and I know you have your own movie company, production company now.
Yeah.
And you are more into directing too as acting.
Yes.
And you feel you get more out of it for you now? Kind of get complete when you do the directing too?
Yes, I do think it's more of a challenge because I've acted in 35 movies or something like that, so I've done it. And whether it's a small budget, big budget, it's the same thing basically.
Yeah.
And as a director, you have more responsibility. You really, it's your story. You're telling the story. You're affecting the audience. So that's kind of what I like to do now.
And when you did all those action movies, you did nearly all the stunts yourself. Did your physical strength and your muscularity help you to prevent you from getting injured?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. The fact that I've been in sports has been very, very, very helpful. And first of all, if you have muscle mass, you know, it protects your bones and your joints and so forth. And also, having been in sports, you have better reactions. So you can actually trust yourself. You know that if something goes wrong, because sooner or later it will, even on a good movie set, you know that you can always get out of it. You can react and adjust quickly.
Fast, yeah. Did you ever happen to get hurt in your stunts?
Yeah, I always get a little bit of something every movie. Some little scar to remember it by.
Yeah.
Well, for instance, last picture I directed, called Missionary Man, I directed it, and I was on this old Harley motorcycle, and of course, this bike, you know, it wouldn't do what you told it to do, because it was, you know, 30 years old. So, one time I'm driving it, and here's all the extras, you know, they're watching me, and I can't turn the bike. I'm coming straight towards them. There are a few kids in there, they're on the sidewalk, and they're cheering because they think it's all part of the movie, but obviously I can't turn it, so I have to lay it down, right? And then I ended up on my foot. That's why I got a sore foot. Still bad. I screwed up some ligaments. But, you know, so I do things like that. But I've been very lucky. I haven't really gotten any bad injuries or anything.
It's probably because you've been an athlete all your life too that has helped you a lot.
I think so.
Yeah. And I mean, talking about that, you look so young for being a person your age.
Yeah, 28. No, just
yeah,
kidding.
28. We stopped counting like that.
Yeah.
So, do you think your nutrition, your supplementation, that you work out, has slowed down your aging process, or do you think it's our amazing Swedish genetics that made
Well,
it?
let's just look at you. Looking at you, it must be the genetics. But you also work out, so
Yeah.
I think that definitely combination of training and nutrition, it does slow down the energy.
Yeah.
I think also, being involved in sports, anything we have to react and move, and adrenaline gets pumped up. It has to do with youth, and it keeps you.
It does. So can you tell me a normal, typical day for you when it comes to nutritional and training?
Well, that's the problem in my business is there's no typical day because I travel a lot. And when I'm filming, I'm on one schedule. When I'm not filming, on a separate schedule. But what I do is in the morning I have this little cocktail I take, stuff that I mix together, that I take before I eat anything, before I train, just to get your body started. So I take that, and then I'll usually try to train before breakfast if I can, because that way I get it out of the way. It tends to hit your body harder because it's more difficult, and it also kind of reduces your appetite a little bit during the day, so you become leaner that way. Plus, when I'm filming, I have to be at work around 6 anyway, so I can't train after breakfast. The only time I train after breakfast is if I do some heavy lifting, and I try to do it like at 10 or 11. But all my training is done in the morning these days.
It is.
Yeah.
And I understand that you now you giving out your secret is in your physical secrets in your upcoming fitness book.
Well, I'm working on a book which I've been working on for many years, and I never have time to finish it. And I'm also working on some supplements and stuff. But I will, once I get a break from my directing profession that I'm kind of focusing on right now, I'll try to put that book out. So I have to stay young, because I got to be in those photos in the book.
Yeah, and I mean, there's so many fans and people out there that knows who you are, what you look like, and they want to look like you. So I'm sure they look forward to have a book to read and know how you train and supplementation.
I hope so.
Do you have any advice for those people out there that want to look like you when it comes to training and stay fit?
Well, I think it's about making priorities in life. Our lives in the modern society are becoming so complicated. There's so many computers, there's so many aids, there's your car, there's your iPod, there's television, there's a lot of things where we just sit and where our brains work a lot and the body is kind of dead. And I think, if you can devote an hour or so a day, 1/24th of the whole day, to some hard training, I think it's definitely worth it because you're going to enjoy the other 23 hours better. So it's a matter of setting priorities, and I think a lot has to do with trying to get up early and do things early in the morning because that tends to sort of pay off during the day.